When you're sitting on the hard, cold bench of an empty street at 4 in the morning, and all you have is the garbage people spraying the street with water, a girl with green hair crying with you and offering the last coins in her pocket for you to eat, and the cold winter air biting at your skin, groveling with tears running down your face, don't matter. What matters is the anger that builds up inside. It builds up with a hunger when you know there's a world of people who ignore what you're going through. Too busy sipping on tea you cannot afford to look your way. As an artist, I feel ignored, quite honestly. I pull if I must and push if I have to, nevertheless. But people who don't know what you have lived through can't empathize or understand. They don't like to hear our stories. Actors and writers talk about it when people are ready to hear it. I believe a lot of people out there do. I believe I don't want to wait any longer. I'm older and getting sick again, or so I think, but I can't afford a doctor to get checked. Why do I need to be dead poor on my heels and dragging heavy suitcases that have become my bed for people to understand the gravity of a circumstance? I looked like this when I was homeless, using public restrooms and putting makeup on my face so people would allow me to sit in a restaurant so I could cool off and rest or sleep in the middle of the day. To most people, it doesn't matter that you are sick or scared. You pull on your damn luggage and beg the Lord you don't get murdered or raped. Or that the guy who offers help so you can sit inside a convenience store is actually a good guy. Or that the guy that brings food in the middle of the night when you are sitting in front of a train station is just as good too. For me, fortunately, they were. But you take it because you're tired and weak and the knuckles of your hand are bleeding. And they're bleeding despite the wrapping that you have created from an old scarf. You wrap your hands to help you pull. Just one more block, one more. Where there is a well-lit bench where you can rest. You walk and sit on stoops, praying for energy to keep moving until you feel safe. And here's a secret. Most people think you arrive at this jagged road because you want to. I never would have wanted this for me or wished it upon anybody else in this world at any time. I'm not here because I want to. Artists don't end up homeless and hungry and without means or money because they want to. They end up destitute in most cases because people stop caring. Most of us get scraps instead of actual help. But, you know. I'm illiterate and well-bred. Can I get a quarter for the bus ride, please? The answer to this is most definitely a resounding no. Worded or not, I tell myself constantly I am worth more than this, you know? But guess what? It doesn't save you. That quarter, that plea for help. Paychecks seem to, though. But paychecks often come with a hefty price. The death of your dreams. And it's awful. I'm a woman who has worked her entire life for every loaf of bread. I sold overpriced clothes. Remember those? At 17, that was my first job. Woke at 5 a.m. to stand 10 hours in a store where I sometimes stayed till midnight to wake up again the next day and just do the same things the next morning. Cared for other people's children, learned any trade that would keep me. Attended a school to earn a degree I didn't want, and acquired knowledge to get credited for something that would pay the bills. I worked in places I hardly understood what they were about, or if they even were about me or for me. I took sarcasm and the hatred of some people who lack common courtesy in fields that I just didn't feel comfortable in. But I never gave up on my goals and my future, and more importantly, on my family. And now I am 46 years old and still fighting for this dream. Still. As an actor and a writer, I've done the impossible to continue to push through with every effort. Every breath I take is a new text. More words for my novels, songs I have not completed, and a character waiting to be born. A line from a recent movie I love reenacting, or the light calling me from the nearest stage or studio. When I was sleeping on the mattress of a worn out suitcases at an airport, I mentally structured my stories or gave room for my characters to breathe. I never give up. Which explains the blood on my knuckles. But, you see, I need help. I need your help to overcome something that I can't control. I produce and produce, and it doesn't seem to matter. People want my talent for free. Imagine that. My time has value because I have invested more than 30 years creating the knowledge base I formed and shaped through my experiences and my self-study. Non-accredited, of course. And as much as I'd like to serve the greater good, I can't when I'm hungry and have no roof to sleep under. Fortunately for me, my skill set and talent help me in financially getting a job that will pay the bills. It'll help me pull through. And I enjoy it. And it relates to my chosen profession. But I'm not always as lucky. Humanity has neglected to create a system that successfully allows me and many other artists to relinquish their dreams for odd jobs and mindless paid tasks so we can pay for rent and buy food, forcing us to neglect the work we really love and are meant to be doing. Yet, we ask for help and contributions to keep chasing the light, as I call it. Sponsorship and patronage is not new. It's like paying for a movie ticket or buying a magazine. I'm not a freeloader. And neither is anybody else that I know. Nobody has to be, not really. My request for help pain me greatly because I have always earned my living with hard work, dedication, endurance, and a huge amount of commitment to those who depended upon me, including my co-workers and bosses, but also my readers and audience. Nothing hurts more to a competent and able human being than to have to ask for financial assistance when you know your worth. The only way humanity knows how to hear, a lengthy sum of words most people do not want to read, rarely gets attention lately, is when you show your face and speak your truth. Truth. But to whom? Who do you cry out to when there is so much crying in the world? Is anybody listening anymore? So here's a hard truth. A hard one.